Today we're going to be cleaning out my closet. I literally want to start my wardrobe basically from scratch. It's been years and years and years since I've really put in some effort into the way that I look. And I'm sick of like living in t-shirts. Like literally the outfit that I'm wearing right now is me like dressing up. And recently I've actually kind of developed a little bit of an addiction to thrifting clothing. I tend to kind of like be drawn to like 80s, 90s kind of grunge, rock star type of aesthetic. Now that I'm like starting to thrift and finding cool, unique pieces, that's what I want my wardrobe to be. Obviously I'm not gonna like throw away all of my comfy clothes, but there's a lot of it that can be chopped. This has the tiniest amount of instructions I've ever seen. I love when all the hardware is together in one bag and you have to decipher what's what. Okay, so I think I need these long ones with N. Why are you in crooked? First piece done. Almost done. Can you even see the whole thing? No, you cannot. Boom. Here's all of the clothing that was currently in the closet in my bedroom. Basically that one is still going to be my closet, but I'm gonna put like my basic stuff in it. So all my giant t-shirts, sweatshirts, things like that. And this clothing rack is gonna be all of my fun stuff. Basically what we're gonna do is go through every single item that I have on these clothing racks and on my floor. And we're gonna decide whether to keep it, chuck it, donate it, sell it, whatever. We're just gonna start off throwing you straight into the deep end. So when I am thrifting, vintage shopping, estate sale, hunting, these are the types of things that I look out for. This does have some pretty intense shoulder pads, which I'm not like the biggest fan of, but here she is in all of her sparkly glory. I'm sorry, but this is so pretty. This is one of those pieces specifically that I thrifted a long time ago and have never had the courage to actually wear out in public, but like I need to because it's so cool. In my opinion. I feel like these two shirts are going to be like very polarizing. This 100% is going to be a keeper. And as far as this one goes, unfortunately, I cannot try this on because it doesn't really fit. My idea behind getting this is it does have a really long zipper in the back. And I figured if I just kind of like cut the bottom, I could wear it very similarly to the other one as like a blazer. This probably looks ridiculous, but this is kind of the vibe. Except obviously on both sides it would be like that. Kind of want to separate those to make it very obvious what I'm keeping, what we haven't gone through yet. This is another thing that I'm obsessed with. Fringe. The only problem with this jacket, I cannot move in this jacket. I bought this online, so I wasn't able to try it on before I bought it, and it's just a size too small. And I was going to exchange it for another size, but they ran out. They sold out of the mediums. This is a small. So that being said, I've literally had this for years. And I feel like just as a general rule going through this process, if I haven't worn something in the last year, I should probably get rid of it. This is gonna be really sad to let go of. I noticed while I was kind of like going through my closet the other day that I have a lot of like duplicates. They're not exact, but I definitely have a type when it comes to thrifting clothes. I have basically two identical oversized black blazers. I don't need two. I definitely think I'm leaning more towards this one. This one is definitely more of like your classic black blazer. I mean, I feel like this one fits perfectly. I totally had it in my head that I was gonna get rid of one of these, and I thought for sure this one would be that one. She literally fits perfectly. How can I get rid of this? I think I need to bring another mirror over here because I love the mirror on the wall, but it has like that giant flower etched into it, so I can't really see anything. I'm gonna have to keep this. The second one, I had a very specific kind of vision when I got it because of all like the satiny elements to it, because it was super oversized and long, and I am very short. I'm 5'2" for reference. I thought it'd be really cute if I just kind of like buttoned it up and maybe put like a lacy bra underneath or something like that and just wore it as a dress. You are so far away, so I don't know what you can see, but how perfect would this be as a dress? And maybe wearing like over the knee boots. Definitely keeping this one. This is another example of having multiples of pretty much the same thing, but going immediately into it, I know I'm gonna keep every single one of these because they're just comfy and cute and I love them. I don't know what kind of material this is, but it's like a super soft, like thick material. And that's what these two are made out of. But this one is kind of just a regular dress shirt. I got this one a couple of years ago. I wear it a lot. And again, this one is basically the same shirt as the last one, but it just actually fits a little bit better. It's not as oversized. And then here is the dress shirt version. Again, I really like this color. Also too, with this one in particular, I had a very specific vision. I have a lot of this pinned on my Pinterest board where people wear like kind of like long sleeve dress shirts and then put like a tighter top on top. And again, I feel like this is a little too large for that. That kind of crashed and burned, but I do just in general love this shirt. I like a very kind of ambiguous type of style where you kind of have like a mixture of masculine and feminine kind of energies clashing together, but like in a good way. And these kind of like men's shirts definitely give me that, and kind of like the outfit that I was wearing earlier. Like I love a men's thrifted shirt. I pondered on it a little bit longer, literally like 2 seconds, and I actually think maybe because I have this one and it does fit better, maybe I can get rid of this one. Plot twist, did not see that coming. We're gonna get rid of this. I'm guessing on all the decades of these clothes, but this I think is like a 90s like house coat. It's just like a really long like blazer, like really thin blazer. It reminds me very much of like a robe, but it doesn't have like a string. But the top of this is like very structured. So I don't know, I'm calling it a house coat. I don't know if that's like a thing, but I just feel like this is something that you wear to just kind of like lounge if you're fancy. So this is 100% staying in the closet. Here we have my collection of satin long sleeve shirts. This is another material that I gravitate toward every single time. That being said, there are some colors I'm learning that just don't work for me. I am not a bright ass red kind of gal. I have a very yellow undertone in my skin, so yellows I've realized just across the board do not look good on me, and that will pop up a little bit later in the wardrobe. But also this kind of color, like any kind of like warm red, yellow, orange tones just do not look good. I feel uncomfortable in this. We're gonna get rid of the red one, which by the way, whenever I wear these types of shirts, I literally always just tie them up because how cute is that? Got a little surprise piece here. This is a cute little Free People bralette that I thrifted at a vintage shop for $5 freaking. So this is 100% staying. But as for the purple shirt that was hanging with it, I don't think we're gonna have the same result. This is also an example of the color is what's throwing me for this, because I actually do have 2 different purple button-ups. So I definitely want to get rid of one because in general, I'm not really like a big purple person as far as clothes. And this one I feel like just down and loose is very boxy for me. That being said, when you tie it up, it does look a lot cuter. And for this one in particular, I do actually really like kind of like the longer collar. But again, I do have another purple shirt that I have actually worn several times. The only reason I don't have it to show you actually is because I was wearing it, so it's dirty. So I'm 100% going to be keeping that one. This one we are going to get rid of. And now all that's left for our satin shirt showdown is our blues. And they do have different styles. Like this one has this like pleating next to the buttons, which I think is kind of fun. And this one I just love the color of. This is very much giving me like boyfriend sleepover, but like chic because it's satin. Also too, just like the feels of this one is so comfortable. This is the softest shirt I have ever put on my body. I was really looking forward to specifically narrowing down my satin shirts. We're not doing a very good job here because I think I'm gonna keep this one as well. I don't know, I just think this is really, really pretty. I don't like the way this looks just hanging, but well, at least I got rid of 2 satin shirts, you know? This one is definitely staying in the wardrobe. This one very much gives me 90s vibes and I'm obsessed with it. It looks kind of stupid right now because again, I do have this like bodysuit on, but when I'm not wearing a bodysuit, I kind of just like button this up right here. It only has one button. You can kind of see like a little sliver of skin right here, and it looks like it has like different layers to the shirt. So you have this like cropped, nice white button up, but then like a little vest on top. And I just think it's really cute. This one is also most likely going to stay because it has a really cute design on the front. The only problem that I have with this is I accidentally washed it with a bunch of other things, like a bunch of dark clothes, and I stained the shit out of it. I have washed it again since then. Ugh, no, you can still see it. I'm so upset. I think I ruined this shirt and that is devastating to me. So I'm gonna put this off to the side and see if I can fix it, and if I can't, then this is sadly just gonna be trashed. And then I have this one, which I got recently, and I'm gonna be honest, the entire time I was carrying it around the store, I was like second guessing it. I brought it home, still second guessed it. I've had it for a couple of months, still second guessing it. I'm gonna keep it for now, but like let me know how you feel about it in the comments. This is by far one of my loudest shirts, if not the loudest shirt aside from, you know, the sparkly blazers, but I'm obsessed with this. It's got some zebra print. It's got a floral pattern with like every bright ass color that you can think of. It's see-through, but then also it has, the lighting is horrible for me trying to show you this, but then also it has like these little like sheer kind of soft panels of like a velvety, satiny type of material. 1000% staying. Thought we were done with the satin shirts, but I was wrong. I literally went into today knowing I was gonna get rid of this one. Out of anything else in my closet, I was going to get rid of this shirt. But now that I tied it, I'm gonna keep this one with a contingency. If I don't wear this within the next 6 months, then I need to get rid of it. These two shirts are very similar. This is the one I was wearing in the beginning of this video, and this is like one of my most favorite, most worn shirts. And literally every time I wear this, I get complimented on it, which makes me laugh because it was literally a men's t-shirt that I thrifted at Goodwill for like $3. I feel like most Hawaiian shirts kind of have like a very stiff type of feeling, but these ones are very kind of like loose and soft. So anytime I find one of these button-ups in this type of material, I make sure that I grab it. And that is so infrequent that I literally only have these two. So we are definitely keeping both of these. And I think that's the end of all the thrifted things. So the next little bit is gonna be, I think, a lot easier to get rid of things. Here are 3 different jean jackets. This one I think I'm gonna get rid of. First of all, I don't really love a crop when it comes to a jacket, but then also it is a little tight. Like I feel like my movements are a little restricted, but it is kind of sad because I do love like the acid wash kind of vibe of it. This one, however, we will not be getting rid of. This jacket actually belonged to my partner's dad, so even if I didn't want it, he would not want me to get rid of it, but I do happen to love it. So we're gonna be keeping this 1000%. And we have this giant one that I got from, I think I got this at Walmart, and we are gonna be keeping this one. I like how oversized and long it is. Somebody's making a really loud noise outside. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. Just holding this up to the camera again, red is not my color. I got this from, I think like Shein, specifically to match this shirt. It is not at all what I was hoping for, so we're gonna be getting rid of this. This little set is so stinking adorable and so comfortable. I got this from Cider. I am absolutely obsessed with this little tank top. The little cardigan, however, is a little too big for me. I was hoping it would kind of like shrink in the wash, and it did not, but I'm gonna keep it for now because I do really like the way it looks with this. Next up, we have a couple of like cardigan type knit things. I don't know what these are called. And they are yellow, which, like I mentioned earlier, is not a color that really suits me very well. Specifically this like darker mustard type of color. Here's what she looks like on. I feel like this is one of those things that like frontwards, I like the way it looks, but then at like any other angle, I just feel like I look like a yellow sack of potatoes. So kind of sadly, we are gonna be getting rid of this. I've literally had this for so long, like probably a decade. This one, however, I think very annoyingly, I'm gonna end up keeping, specifically because this is Free People. I got it on sale for $40. And this one I feel like also I kind of look like a sack of potatoes, but like in a cool boho type of way, which boho is definitely not my clothing style at all anymore. But this is kind of like my one singular piece that I just don't know if I'm ever gonna get rid of it, because this is another one that I don't wear very often because quite frankly it's a little awkward. It's basically like one giant circular strip of fabric with armholes in it. So it's always kind of like falling because I like to kind of have it a little off my shoulders a little bit. But literally every single time I've worn this, I've gotten complimented on it as well. But also too because it is like a little bit of like a lighter yellow, I think it works a little bit better with my skin tone versus the dark mustard. We have all of our t-shirts, and these ones I'm going to be keeping every single one of them. These ones specifically have like the fit that I prefer. When I wear a t-shirt, I want to absolutely drown in it. Next up, we have all of like my tank tops and stuff like that. First of all, I have a couple from Change. I'm definitely keeping these because these ones also cost me quite a bit. I think they were like $40 a piece. Plus they donate a lot to like social causes and things like that. This one, by the way, says women don't owe you shit. Love that. And then this one I got at TJ Maxx a while back. I think this is super, super cute. I love kind of like the little contour. Also, this is a nice, thick, really soft material, so definitely keeping that. And then I have this little like cropped t-shirt, which I'm also gonna keep. Also got this one at TJ Maxx. The stuff on this hanger specifically though, I think I might get rid of all of these. I got this one from Forever 21 a really long time ago and I really like it, but these straps are like insanely long. There's no possible way to not have a nip slip. I could probably like fix the straps. I don't want to like tie them because I feel like that looks kind of tacky. I don't know. We're gonna put this as a maybe. The next one that I have is this little tank top. This used to be fuzzy, but I washed and dried it without thinking about it, and it basically turned into a carpet. And from what I can tell, it actually doesn't look bad on camera, but in person, it just kind of looks grungy. But also, again, we have that yellow color that just does not suit my skin tone whatsoever. So this is gonna be trashed. This is a shirt that I bought at Forever 21 a long, long time ago, hoping that one day I would be bold enough to wear a see-through fringe lacy crop top. It has been over a decade and I have still never one single time worn this. And I do actually feel like this is the first time in my life, which ironically, I'm in my 30s and this is the first time in my life that I actually do feel like I would be more comfortable wearing something like this. But it's kind of a weird length. I don't know, I feel like if the fringe was like up here, that would be really cute. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. We're gonna finally let this go. And then last but not least for our tank tops, I have this one. Again, this is that color that just looks absolutely disgusting on my skin tone. So we're also gonna be getting rid of that. Now all I have left is a bunch of like t-shirts and things like that. And I'm gonna try my best to just kind of be very quick fire, like yes or no with these. First one, we have this like wolf shirt. And I actually really love this. But like, again, with my skin tone, this just does not look very good. But I also really love the graphic on this. I'm already not doing quick fire. I mean, the collar is pretty gross. It's literally got so many holes. But does that add to the charm? We're gonna keep this one for now. This one's a Stephen Rhodes print shirt, and you basically find these every single year at Spirit Halloween. This one in particular says The Conjuring of Lucifer, and it has like a bunch of cats. I love that. However, I hate the way this fits. We're gonna get rid of this one, sadly. Next up, we have this one. This is like a Baby Yoda shirt that I got from Walmart. Goodbye. This is actually a shirt that I got recently. It's a long sleeve and it has kind of a little like lacy trim on it. And this is literally the softest shirt on the planet. So I'm definitely keeping that. Here's another oversized men's shirt with kind of like the same similar type of like wolf eagle, super tacky kind of print that I love. I'm gonna keep this one. This is a Jaws tank top that I got from Target a long time ago. We're keeping that one as well. This is a Beetle shirt that is a hand-me-down from my partner. And honestly, my main issue with a lot of these t-shirts is they're like big, but not big enough. But then also the fabric is like kind of stiff and like rough. And I just don't like the feel of them. So I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. This is a cropped NASA shirt that I got from TJ Maxx a while back. It fits really weird because it's oversized, but also cropped. Getting rid of that as well. This is a Star Wars shirt that says, "Come to the dark side." I got this at Forever 21 a quadrillion years ago, like in my early 20s. I am now in my mid 30s. I think it's time. I think it's time to let that go. Ooh, this one's gonna be a little difficult to let go of because I think I got this one at Forever 21 too. But this is a Simpsons bodysuit. This is adorable. It's a little too small for me right now. I got this when I was like at my skinniest and I am now at my biggest, but I hope to fit in it again one day. I know it's like not mentally healthy to be keeping like skinny clothes, but that's an exception because it's The Simpsons, you know? This is a Beavis and Butthead shirt. I used to watch this when I was way too young to be watching it. Until I find a replacement Beavis and Butthead shirt, we're keeping that one. This is a Gymshark tank top that I got a while back. Gonna be keeping that. This is an oversized t-shirt that I got from Amazon. It's a Sanderson Sisters one. I got it for Halloween. I don't like the way it fits. We're getting rid of that. So those are all of my t-shirts. We actually got rid of quite a few of them. I'm very excited about that. And then as far as like our pants, I have a couple of like wide leg jeans that I'm definitely gonna be keeping. Jeans are something that I really need to like start shopping for because I literally only have those two blue ones, the pair of black ones that I'm wearing right now, and then one pair of like skinny jeans, like super, super skinny. Oh shit. I forgot all about my skirts and bottoms. Not gonna lie guys, I am so very over this process. But let's go ahead and try to like quick fire through these bottoms. First of all, I have these pair of pants that I got from Halara a while ago. I'm gonna do the same thing with these as I did with the satin short sleeve, where like if I don't wear these within the next 6 months, I'll get rid of them. But for now, we're gonna keep them. Thrifted these recently, and this one, I love the material of this skirt. It's got this really cool like floral pattern on it. However, this is my least favorite color on the entire planet. I just feel like this color is aggressive. I feel like this could be really, really cool for someone else. And then I have this skirt, which I'm absolutely obsessed with this fabric. Skirt overall is definitely very cheap feeling and looking, honestly. Like the waistband is literally just like a piece of elastic. Also too, it's a little baggy on me. So I am gonna like try maybe like altering this a little bit, but we are definitely keeping this because this has the potential to be like so cool. Next up we have these two skirts, and this one is just like a plain long white skirt. It is also very see-through, so I need to buy like a slip or something to wear underneath this, but it fits like perfectly. I really like it, so we're gonna keep this one. However, this one I think we might end up getting rid of, which I'm so sad to say because I was actually watching Alexa Sunshine 83, and sometimes she has like a very kind of like Phoebe from Friends kind of style, and I absolutely love it on her. So I wanted to give it a shot, and specifically the things that I am usually drawn to is more of like the skirts that she wears, and this one very much gives me like Phoebe Buffet vibes. I just don't think this one is what I was hoping for. Next up we have a couple of mini skirts. The first one is like a faux leather one. I am definitely keeping this one. However, I think I'm gonna get rid of. This barely fits me. Like I have to squeeze to get into this. Ooh, okay, this is actually one of my most favorite prized possessions. This is a really cool leather like bralette. Obviously it looks ridiculous over my clothes, but this is so cool. Maybe if I untie this, it'll look a little less crazy. Actually, this might work for that one Pinterest style I was talking about earlier. The next skirt that I have is this one. I went through a skirt phase where I was like thrifting them left and right. It's made of kind of like a knit type of material that looks kind of like wool. I don't think it actually is because it's very soft, and typically wool is, yeah, 3% wool. So the benefit of that is it is like nice and soft instead of being like rough like wool typically is. But yeah, but I got it because I thought it could be fun. But it's just not me. It's just not me at all. So we're gonna get rid of that one as well. And then last but certainly not least, we have two more skirts. This one for sure, I know I want to keep. This one actually has that kind of like Phoebe vibe that I think works with my body type better. It's actually kind of like that material that I feel like every dress in the 90s was made out of. Also too, the length of this one I think is really nice. So I'm gonna keep this one for sure. And then last but certainly not least, we have this little like faux corduroy red skirt. I got this one from Halara as well. This skirt is teeny tiny. It is so short, and again, I am 5'2". Like I should not have a problem with the length, and it does actually come with like little shorts on the inside, but the shorts are like longer than the skirt. Like the skirt kind of like rides up while you're wearing it, and the shorts stay put. So this is just kind of like an awkward skirt, so we're gonna get rid of that as well. So with that, this is what I have left of my wardrobe. Honestly, it doesn't really look that much different. But if we take away all the things that are gonna be like in my comfy closet, it'll look a lot less. Oh, also, by the way, this is a dress that I thrifted a long time ago. I'm gonna keep this. It fits a little weird for me, but I feel like I'm gonna try to alter it, which by the way, I have like 0 sewing skills, so I don't know who I think I am saying I'm gonna like alter something, but the material of this was just like too pretty to like not see what I can do with it, you know? Anyway, okay, that's kind of more of my comfy stuff. These are also kind of more comfy things. This is a comfy. There we go. If we take away all the comfy clothes, we have almost nothing. I definitely plan on doing a lot of like thrift with me's and stuff like that on this channel. As a matter of fact, I already have one filmed. I went to a couple of estate sales and I hit the jackpot. So that'll be coming soon. But until then, that is all that I have for today. I hope you guys have had the most amazing of days, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.